Thank you guys. Thanks for joining guys and welcome to the webinar.
So hi, I'm Diksha and my co-host Mukesh. Hi Mukesh, are you there?
Hey, hi Diksha. I'm here. How are you doing?
So basically, I am Mukesh, the host of today's session. So we'll take you through all parts of the webinar.
We are we have started getting the responses. Okay. We have people from New York, Maryland, Texas. Sounds we have people from all around the world. Yeah. This is interesting. Yeah.
Many of our students are from US, Canada, Maryland, Texas. All right. So let's make this webinar okay, and we also expect from our audience today that please everyone cooperate with us and also be active in the chat box. So actually we want that you actively participate and encourage, so you should actively participate. Ask free to drop your queries in the chat box. So let's start with the webinar now. So Power BI is so much in demand, but it's very much demand in the market. And especially for beginners, it has use that's easy to learn and big knowledge. Even it has lots of career opportunities to become a data analyst, also data visualization, a BI analyst, and there are many more things. So there are a lot of career opportunities.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you talk about the Power BI, and it's one of the very uh, interesting and enthusiastic and the most trending uh, uh, technology in all around the world, and that is what we are going to discuss today. And I'm very much sure that this is going to be one of the most interesting and helpful session for all of our audiences. Okay, so let's get dive into it and let's try to talk about lot of all these points, like what do we need to learn in the Power BI, how can I reach out to the various jobs related to Power BI, and all the things, all your queries that you need to know about Power BI, we are going to tell you guys in this webinar. And let's get started with the talking about the agenda of this webinar. So first of all, let's talk about us, like who we are, who Think Loudly is, what is our roles, what are our goals in upcoming time, and then we'll also have the interaction time wherein we will be talking about the Power BI, as well as we'll be discussing. We have one of our Power BI expert trainer also with us, who will be talking about some technical aspect about the Power BI. Then moving on, we'll have one special offer. As you guys know, that we always bring something better, something interesting, and some better chances for our audience to make use of in our special offers. After that, we'll have a quiz, okay, and then some lucky winners would be getting interesting goodies that I'm not going to basically reveal right now, that you guys will be able to know eventually. Okay, after that we'll definitely talk about the first asked questions, the questions from you guys. Okay, what actually the issues are you facing, or if you guys have any kind of questions, we will be able to will be trying to answer all your queries, as we have one of our instructor, as well as I myself am a IT expert, having around 12 to 13 years of experience in IT world. Okay. And at the end, we'll talk about some more tips and tricks on the Power BI. So let's get started. Can I get a thumbs up in the chat window so that we can start? Are you guys enjoying this? And okay, and one more thing that we will be having here is like we are inviting one of our guests also, okay, who will be talking about his journey, because at Think Loudly we are the one who basically focus on giving the experience on the results, okay. We have I mean, we are proud to say that we have helped a lot of people all around the world, and many of our students got job, and one of them is Kenny, who will be joining us in a bit of time, and we'll be hearing from his own voice that what how he was able to grab a job, how he handled the pressure, and what was his journey uh, in moving to IT from non-IT world. So who we are. At Think Loudly is one of the edtech startup wherein we provide various IT training courses, and the best point about Think Loudly is that we do not start from in between. Okay, we have helped lot many people from zero level, okay, from non-IT to IT. Okay, we have helped lot of people from moving from non-IT to IT, having 300 plus hiring partners all around the world who are helping our students to land in their dream job, as well as one of the key point that we have focused at Think Lovely, that we have micro sessions. Okay, we have micro batches. Okay, we basically go ahead with the 5 students, not more than 5 students, so that all the trainers or the educators basically get enough time to spend on each students, and motivate them, talk to them, help them in fixing their queries and all, and give them one-on-one personalized experience. And that is why we have kept the batches as small as we can. Okay, along with this, we basically provide 20 plus live real-time live projects, wherein we basically give our students exposure of the real-time experience, how you will be dealing with various kind of problems or the tasks that you will be getting in your job. When you will be landing to your job, how are you going to handle those kind of problems or those kind of tasks that you'll be getting from your um, managers. Okay, these real-time projects basically give you very
Totally correct. Mukesh Bari is totally correct.
yes,
Yeah, so I hope I'm audible, Mukesh.
yes, you're audible. Go
All
ahead.
right. All right. So in today's session, there are a lot of people who already know what Think Cloudly is all about. But for the new audience, I would like to tell that Think Cloudly helps to secure your journey to become certified IT management professional, reserving your spot for high-paying opportunities. And we provide more than 25 plus courses to our students, where we'll be helping them with the training with our specialized trainers who are having more than 11 to 15-year experiences in IT. Also, we help them with certifications, 20 plus hands-on projects. We have 300 plus hiring partners. Also, we have batches of 5 students in each group. And also, we help with free workshops, one-on-one mentorship, interview preparations, and job assistance in IT. Okay, so I heard a very famous quotation by Winston Churchill that success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm, and it definitely portrays upon our testimonials. As you all can see over here, you can see all over this here to the screen, you can see here that these testimonies signifies the sweat equity of our students. were on the grind by putting their efforts to achieve their goal. So you can see over here, these are testimonials, and many of our students have achieved their path in IT in the different IT fields, for example, in cloud computing, in DevOps, in cybersecurity, as we offer more than 25 plus courses. So you can see over the testimonials that how our students has achieved their path in IT. And also, I would like to include that we are providing certificate of participation. So whosoever is interested, so please provide your details and click on the link to claim it. I repeat it again, that we are providing the certification, and you all know that the certificate of participations are very much beneficial even when you use in your resumes and even your future as well. So if you are interested to claim this certification, then we have provided the link in the chat box, so you can click over there and you can claim your certificate of participation. All right. So I'm truly honored to introduce our guest for today's webinar, our guest Kenny, who's a true luminary with a wealth of knowledge and experience, and her impressive achievement and contribution to the field have earned her a well-deserved reputation. So we are fortunate to have her to share her insights and valuable perspectives. So Kenny, are you there?
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Thanks very much for everyone participating in this webinar program today. Oh yeah, I can assure you guys you are in the right place because okay, I'm just gonna be direct and fast about my own journey, my own tech journey. So I started this journey about 2 years ago. I did several training with some other people, but they weren't precise enough until I met Thinkcloudly. So Thinkcloudly has a very special way of training uh, students in several specialties. I have done training in Python. I have done training in Docker, Kubernetes, HTML and CSS and Java, small specific training that they gave me in the course of the year. So all this training are very specific and help my journey to where I am today. So I did all this training. I did the one for Terraform, Docker, Kubernetes, setting up Jenkins pipeline, all of this training in smaller bits. I did all of them with Thinkcloudly. And today I can assure you I have a very good knowledge of DevOps engineering as someone coming from the non-IT background into the IT field. So also when I was trying to get a job, I was trying to get a job. It wasn't easy for me. I discussed with Naman. So he told me, how many jobs do you apply to per day? I said, maybe one or two. He told me, if you want to get a job, you need to apply to like 20 jobs or more per day. Apply to 20, 30 every day. And I started trying it and it was working. 2030, and I started getting offers, calls from several organizations out of all the ones I'm applying to. So when I started the interview process also, I was having some challenges and I reached out to Naman. Naman told me, you need to guide yourself the way you prepare your introduction, the way you structure your resume, the way you talk to the interviewer. You need to look at the job description and plan yourself in line with the job description when you're answering the questions. So I was like, oh, Naman, thank you very much. And I went back. I used this process. I planned my introduction. I researched about the company, the people and the interviewers I'm talking to. I research about them. I jot points down. I keep everything down. So whenever I start my interviews, I became bolder and stronger and more courageous to tackle all this interview. And at the end of it, pays for me. It was very, very good for me. I'll be like, I got to several, like almost two finals of interviews. And at the end of the day, I was able to land one job for myself, which was very good. And Naman was very, very helpful. I could test him in the middle of the night, and he's going to respond to me in quick time. So I can assure everyone that is here, if you follow the instruction, follow the guidelines by the admin and all the representative of Thinkcloudly, you're gonna get something good for yourself. It's not an easy journey. It's not an easy journey, I can tell you, because you're gonna have to put in a lot of work. After studying, you still need to know the process of tackling the interviews, the process of approaching the interviewers, the process of structuring your resume, which is the things they're looking at. So it's not an easy process. You just have to endure, follow these guidelines, and I can assure you it's going to be very, very beneficial at the end of the day. So it's something worth it. You should give it a try. Don't relent, and it's going to be beneficial at the end of the day. So you're in the right place. Thinkcloudly is the best training institute around. The best you can get around is Thinkcloudly. So I can assure you you're in the right place. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Kenny. Thanks for sharing your inspirational journey with Think Loudly. And definitely, it was your hard work, it was your effort in being consistent in your journey, being consistent and very much uh, uh, interested and rigorous process, right? It's a throughout journey is a rigorous process. Okay, when you shared that, yeah, definitely you should work, we all should work on your on the resume, like how you should design your resume. Then talking about the interviews, applying for jobs, lot of jobs you need to apply, but at the end, definitely it is your hard work, you have done your best, and not losing the hope at the end, right? Because at times you basically you don't get success in a very easy way, right? You have to be consistent and confident and keep on doing or keep going to your path. Okay, so it was really interesting and inspirational story, journey that you have shared with us. Thank you very much. And if I may ask you few questions, so that will be basically helping our audience, our student to uh, understand how your journey worked and what all the things that worked for you. Okay, and that might definitely help our people, our trainer, our students to basically keep their journey towards the success, right? So if I may ask, like, how many interviews you went through? Yeah, can you I hope I'm audible.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
muted. So yeah, talking about how many interviews I will say I have done up to 20 interviews before getting one. Yeah, I did up to 20 interviews. Some of them I got to the mid level, some I got to the final level. Decisions were made based on several factors, but I will
Mhm.
say uh, this one I would say I studied very hard for this one, and I the position in question and the job description I was able to study very hard for it because it was about setting up pipelines, CI/CD pipelines using several tools, Jenkins, GitHub Actions, and AZ DevOps. So these are trainings that have been taught by Thinkcloudly. So I just went back to the videos that Naman and the other trainers taught me. I went back and studied very well, jotted my points down. I listed the point down because at times I do forget the things I study. So I decided to jot them down and keep it beside me while doing my interviews. So the interview was asking me to differentiate between these three type of DevOps practice. So I was looking at them one by one, the difference between Jenkins and Azure DevOps pipeline methodology and GitHub Actions. So one of them uses runners, the other one uses agents to process the pipeline. So the other one for GitHub Actions, it is hosted on the GitHub facility, but for Jenkins, it is you have to incorporate your source code manager into the application. So I was giving those differences like that. And at the end of the day, the interviewer was convinced that I did very well, better than the other candidate. This time around, he couldn't push me back. It was no, this is very, very distinct. I was able to discuss about the Jenkins file. I was able to discuss about YAML pipeline, classic pipeline. I was able to differentiate all these things. So he was like, no, this is different from just the other guy. So everything we're gonna forget it along the way, but we just have to go back to keep learn them, and with that we'll have more confidence to tackle all these interviews.
Indeed,
So
indeed, yeah. I mean, keep polishing your skills is very, very important, and keeping your keep a track of this, and like preparing your interviews on the basis of the job description. It's one of the very very interesting tip that we found from you. Okay, so definitely. And so if I may ask you, like right now, when when you've joined your company, when you've onboarded to your job, how does it feel like now? Like, are you feeling kind of pressure, or how is it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still onboarding, but I don't feel any pressure because I know that there will be challenges, but one thing I know is that if I have any challenges, I'm always gonna ask questions from Naman, and he can always guide me. Oh, this is what you can do. Do it this way, and do this, and it's gonna be easy for me. So there will be challenges along the way, but I know with the kind of knowledge Thinkcloudly has, and they provide on support, uh, even when you start the job. With that, I have a great deal of confidence that if I face challenges, I can run back to them. They're gonna guide me on how to tackle those challenges. So that I can assure you, and I'll be able to survive with that. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely, Kenny. We are there. We are there to help you out. And at Think Loudly, I mean, it's not a small relationship. Okay, it is always there. Okay, it's not about just completing a course and then you land to a job and the relationship over. Actually, it goes on and on. Okay, so definitely, we will be happy to help you out even after your job, and even when you are facing any kind of challenges at your job, any technical challenges, we are there to help you out. Definitely. Thank you very much. So, if I may ask, like, one more last question, like, uh, so what did I mean, like, if just for us, the Think Loudly team, like, what were the offerings? What were the good offerings of Think Loudly that has helped you in your journey to win your job?
Yeah, thank you for the question. So I will say one of the things that really helped me from the uh, Thinkcloudly platform is that they answer my questions whenever I have challenges, and I test them at any time of the day. They quickly get back to me, and they break down what I need to do. They specify that to me. Also, the video recordings that are being saved in the archives, those are very, very helpful to me because I go back to it at any time I want. I look at the Docker video, I highlight the Docker command, the Docker image, the Docker create, Docker push. I list it down. I go to the Terraform video also. I look at the commands. I quickly list them down. So when I go for interview, if I need to forget them, I quickly look at it and it comes up again. I could able Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform validate, all these processes. I list them down. Uh, so with the videos, which is an everlasting archive that we're having, even though we pay for the class, we have the video with us for life. So we can keep coming back to the video to learn. With that, it's a great resource that we're getting from Thinkcloud, because the video is with us. We can even share it with our friends. There is no restriction in the video. So that those two things are the things that make Thinkcloudly stand out. And it is a great deal of help for me in the course of my journey.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kenny. Thanks for sharing your precious journey with us. And from Thinkcloudly, on behalf of Thinkcloudly, I wish you all the very best and thank you for joining us today.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. So I heard a saying that success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, as by the obstacles which they have overcome. And I do believe that Kenny has paved his way towards success. So thank you so much, Kenny. It was really inspiring and it was really appreciable for boosting up our audience. And thanks for your precious time. So let's congratulate everyone to him in the chat box, please. Congratulations, Kenny. Everyone, please congratulate him in the chat box. All right, so now let's come up on the main part of our webinar where we are welcoming our Power BI expert, Angelie. So she's gonna tell you and she's gonna give you a lot of knowledgeable tips and many beneficial facts regarding Power BI. So please everyone welcome Angelie. She's the Power BI expert. So Angelie, you there?
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. So it's over to you, Angelie.
Yeah, hi. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to present my experience, my knowledge in front of others. So, my name is Anjali. I have 5.5 years of experience in the same industry. I am working in Oracle as senior data analyst, and I have a huge experience in Power BI as well as other tools. But my core tool is Power BI. I am into the visualization. So if I talk about Power BI is the main intelligence tool in the market currently. There are other tools as well. If we talk about like Tableau and this Oracle data visualization tool and other tools. But Power BI is being the Microsoft's tool. It's a most famous tool, and in every organization, this is the most popular tool. So Power BI has a lot of features in it. It is a core analytical tool, as it is a proper ETL tool where you can extract the data. E stands for extraction of the data. T stands for transformation of the data, and L stands for loading of the data. So if I talk about extraction of the data, you can bring your data from Excel to Power BI. You can bring your data, you can connect your Power BI directly to the server, or you can make the cubes, or you can make the direct connections to your database to make the visualization. And if I talk about the structuring of data, so, sometimes you get a very raw data. The data is not making any sense, for example. So you have the feature in Power BI itself to structure the data and present the data in such form that it is highly valuable, maybe for the stakeholders or for the leadership or for others. So, as you know, that if I talk about data, if I say data, Data can be in any form, data can be in any format, maybe Excel, maybe your SQL Server, maybe your JSON format. It could be any format. But it's important to add meaning to the data. So if I talk about Power BI, once you bring that data to Power BI has a feature to show that data in such a manner that it gives a very meaningful insights, right? So if in a layman language, I talk about Power BI is giving you the visual formation of data, which is giving the important impact to others. So if I talk about the leadership, right? So leadership does not have time just to go through all the data. If I talk about ourselves, then we have that much of time. We can, put the filters in Excel, or we can see the data in such a way. But the leadership wants the insights. They want the meaningful data. So that meaningful data could be presented in the form of charts or graph. As you can see the example of this dashboard. On the right hand side, we can see that the new items. So this is a hiring dashboard. This is an example of talent acquisition data, HR data. So if I talk about on the extreme right hand side, that the last 6 months of 2014, how many people they have hired is 10K. Just you are making your eyes from up to down, and you can see, okay, 10K data, 10K people have been hired in last 6 months. If I talk about the hiring count of male and female, then you can see the proportion of male is greater than the proportion of female, right? Just a view, it's just a view, and with the with the colors in it, where you can see that, okay, the proportion of male is more than female. If I talk about the active employee count, right? So by age group, so you can see, okay, so the more the age group of the employees hired is greater than 30%, then it's 30, then it's 50%, 50 plus, and then it's 30 to 49. So just a view, it's just a view where you are giving a lot of knowledge. And if I talk about the next visual, which is active employee count, you can see by region that how many employees are in which region. And so this is how so the backend is how we are preparing this, right? This is just a this is just a format, this is just a visual, which could be helpful for you in seeing the main highlights, the highlights of the data. But the important thing is that how you are creating this. So being a Power BI developer, or you can say being a data analyst, or being a business analyst, or being into the business intelligence, you should know that if you're getting the raw data, how should you convert your data into the meaningful insights, and could convert into the beautiful visuals, which could be helpful for the stakeholders to take any decision. So through this, I can decide, okay, the proportion of male is greater than the proportion of female. So, okay, in my organization, I have to hire the more females. Just 2-minute task for the decision maker, but all of the efforts are yours, being a data analyst or being a Power BI developer, that you are developing this at the back end. So there are different insights. We can show the year on year calculation, we can show this waterfall model, we can show this bar graphs, custard bar graphs, line charts. There are a lot more visuals into the Power BI, which we can use to make the visuals, which helps the decision makers to take their decisions. So if I talk about Power BI, Power BI is a very useful tool in every organization. Doesn't matter that organization is of automobiles maybe, or software maybe, or a manufacturer maybe. So in each and every organization, the organization needs a Power BI developer, right? So if you know the Power BI, you are not constraining yourself ki, no, I have to work only in a software companies. No, you can work in any of the companies, right? Because this is something which is useful for the leadership, for the stakeholders to take the decisions, to get insights, which is really important. right? Also, not only you can concentrate yourself in being a Power BI developer, Power BI has a lot of extensions as well. Like after with the Power BI, you can learn SQL. With the Power BI, you can learn, so if your data is flowing from the SQL to Power BI, then you need to create the pipelines, right? So you can upgrade yourself. You can learn AWS, or you can learn Azure, or you can learn other tools which would help you in, upgrading yourself, upgrading your careers. So currently, if you're learning, Power BI is such a simple tool. It's more of a artificial intelligence tool where they are giving you each and everything. You just need to drag and drop, but not just a simple drag and drop. Also, you need to make some calculations at the back end. The calculations are called DAX functions. You need to learn how to create the DAX functions and all. So you are a valuable resource for the organization because you are making their task really easy.
Okay,
So
thank you, Anjali. Thanks for giving such a nice insight about it. So, if I may summarize, guys, like we basically, as Anjali said, data, right? We are handling the data here, and you know that everybody all around the world, data is being talked about, and you know, data is the new oil. People are calling like that. So basically data is everywhere, whether it is a social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, everywhere data is being collected. Now with that data, the companies are able to take decisions. The companies are able to take decisions like how much they need to basically spend on various products, on their advertisement, on any of the uh, senior leadership decisions. Okay, now one very interesting and important thing that I would like to tell you guys in the Power BI, that you do not need any kind of coding language. Okay, if I am a fresher, okay, and I am not from non-IT background, I can still learn Power BI and grab a job in the IT industry as a Power BI expert. Okay, I really do not need any kind of coding experience. As Anjali said, that you just have to, the tool would be very simple. You just have to drag and drop it here and make the present data in such a way that it is meaningful and it is helpful in taking the meaningful decision by the various leadership team. Okay, so one thing that I like most about it, that it doesn't need any kind of coding experience. Being from IT background, I have around 12 years of experience, but I am not a developer, but I am very good at it. Okay, I also have done a lot of work on the Power BI, and therefore I can tell you from my experience that, guys, this is one of the most trending job in the IT world. Okay, at this moment, if you see the job, like how much, well, I mean, one of the very important topic, right? Why, I mean, why should I learn it? How much will I be able to make this year, right? Per year, if I'm learning the Power BI. So guys, here is the one of the chart that I was um, looking for, and I found it. So basically, on an average, you can make around $130,000 per year. Okay, this is one of the average salary that you get in US, Canada, and UK. Okay, and just by learning this one or two tools on the Power BI. Okay, so you might be wondering like why I started with data analysis or data, because Power BI is a tool that is helping you out to basically uh, present that data. Okay, and you can even get or secure your Power BI expert job. You can secure your Power BI the data analysis job, the Power BI developer. There are various kind of jobs opens up just by learning this one tool. Okay, it's growing a lot. Okay, because data is growing, you know that all day by day the data would be growing. Okay, and that is why people are calling that data would be more and more precious in upcoming time, and therefore the IT industry and the other industries also are lacking the expert of the Power BI. And that is where we are there. I mean, you guys will be the one, if you are learning the Power BI, will be able to secure your job in the most trending technology as per Google also. And if you can just try searching out that how many jobs are there on the Power BI. Like at the time when I'm talking about this, more than 20,000 plus jobs are still published on the LinkedIn. You can take a look on that also. And with that, you can imagine that how much need, or how many opportunities are there in this technology. And therefore we thought of giving you an exposure to this at Think Loudly. As you know that we always start from zero. We do not believe in starting from in between. Okay, we generally start with the zero from scratch. We don't even expect you to know anything. Okay, and that is the reason that we have the people like Angelie and me and many other industry experts who are really working in the industry. Okay, they are the one who are creating these kind of slides, these kind of charts day by day. They are the one who are handling these kind of data, and therefore we feel that these are the right people to guide you towards your Power BI career. They are the right people who can give you the real scenario that, hey, that I got this kind of problem, this much data was there, and I was able to present it to my leadership in a very, very useful manner, so that they were able to take the important decisions of their company, the important decisions of your business. It is really, really very important uh, uh, tool in order to help you out to present the data in such a manner that your leadership and even you also can take the important decisions, right? How much, where, which area should I focus, right? Which platform should I focus if you are working on a website, right? Or if you're working on any other skill. Okay, so if you have data, you will be able to. So this Power BI is not only giving you the chance to uh, work as a Power BI expert, but also it is giving you a chance to work as a financial analyst, as a Power BI developer, as a data analyst, business analyst, manager, okay. And you basically would be, so one another question that arises in many of us, like, why, I mean, what all the things that I would be doing in my day-to-day life. So basically you'll be given some kind of data, and then you'll be asked to create some small charts, page layout, and ultimately you'll be connecting various tools to this Power BI tool and present this data. And there is no need of any kind of coding. You just have to click and drop, drag and drop. Okay, you just click, you just need to click here and there, and these data will be created. Now, why we do not need any kind of coding? Because nowadays the intelligence, the IoT, Internet of Things, or the artificial intelligence has emerged immensely, and therefore this Power BI tool also have become very, very intelligent in itself. So that made it like very, very easy to use. Okay, like what does Microsoft says? It's a Microsoft product, and therefore Microsoft says, like, it's the tagline of the Power BI also, that bring your data to life, meaning you just have to work on your data, present it to your owners, to your leaders, and help them to take the decisions. You are one of the, you'll be I mean, if you're working as a Power BI expert, you'll be playing a very, very important role in the organization, right? Having said that, like, I would like to tell you guys, like, what all the jobs roles you can apply, like when you are completing this course, Power BI course. You can go ahead for Power BI developer, you can look for the data analyst, you can even try for the financial analyst, business analyst, and business analytical managers. Many other job roles are available, and you can take a look on that. Okay, And believe me, Thinkcloudly is there to help you out at every step from zero to end. Okay, as you definitely would have heard about Mr. Kenny's experience, that we are the one who are helping and assisting our audiences, our students, to go from zero or non-IT to IT, okay, and helping them with at every aspect of your job searching journey. Over to you, Diksha. If anybody have any question regarding the Power BI, I'm there to help you out.
Yes, everyone. If you have any sort of question for Mukesh or maybe for Angelie, you can let us know in the chat box.
I unfortunately the tool is not available in the system. However, I would love to connect with you and show you the demo. Yeah. So Hippolyte asked, like, we see most jobs for Power BI requiring some coding skills. Okay. Why is that? Why do they need to that? Actually, those jobs are for the more experienced, right? It's not for the uh, initial stage. There are a lot of different type of jobs. Okay, Power BI is one of the tool that is needed generally in order to secure. I mean, to in those kind of job descriptions. Indeed, like I think Nefret have asked, can we combine AWS and Power BI or cybersecurity and Power BI? Definitely, Power BI is one of the tool that is good to have in your bag, okay, in your list of the tools, okay. It is one of the tool that everyone should learn, okay, and that is going to help you out in your uh, jobs. You can definitely go ahead with that. Combining Power BI and cybersecurity or Power BI and AWS is a good approach.
Okay, so as you can see over here regarding the kids course, so Think Loudly is helping, we are providing some courses for kids as well. So as you can see over here on the screen that we are providing kids course in which it involves the introduction of HTML, CSS, GS, and also with we also provide game development concepts. We help them to play the games like tic-tac-toe, guess number game. So there are a lot of opportunities for kid as well. So if you want that your kid also upgrade their skills in IT and you want them incoming, so if you want that your kid should prepare themselves for coming future and they should also achieve their path, their goals, so you can also provide your information and your kid information regarding these courses, as we're providing kids course. So we're offering the price of $399 for the kid course. So whosoever is interested, please let us know. And you can also provide the following information in the chat box regarding the name, country name, the course of interest, and also with these following information, you can give us in the chat box. Okay, so let's move forward with the next
Yeah,
slide.
so if I may answer, sorry to interrupt you, Diksha. So we have one question like age limit for the kids. It's after 6 and 6, okay. 6+ kids can join our course and can basically learn the technical skills.
Yes, definitely. So so the kids who have 6+ age, they can apply for it. And if any parent is interested to help their students to achieve their path in IT, and if they wanted to grab this kid course, so we can help you out with this. So kindly provide us with the following information regarding your number, your country name, your name or your kid name, and with the interested course. So you can provide us with the following information in the chat box, and our consultant, our team would reach out to you in the following 1 or 2 days regarding this. Okay, so let's move forward. All right, now. So let's gear up yourself, because now we have came upon with our quiz session, and there will be the top 3 winners. So the top 3 winners will get the course voucher, and also we are providing them the t-shirts from Thinkcloudly. So yeah, basically 3 winners will get course voucher and t-shirts from Thinkcloudly. So hurry up, everyone.
Interesting.
So hurry up, everyone. Please join the quiz session. Please join the link, or you can just scan the QR code. Till then, we are waiting for everyone, so that everyone should join. And then within few minutes, we'll start with the quiz session. And also, we are providing a 50% discount on the course to the top 3 winners. QR code to join it. All right, so the quiz is started now. All the best, everyone. All right, so now we have got our winners for today's quiz session. That is Martin, John, and Didit. Congratulations to the top 3 winners of quiz session.
Hey, congratulations, Martin. Very congratulations, John, and Didit. Wow. Within 0.3
Please congratulate them in the chat box, please. So our team will reach out to you in following 2-3 days to our top 3 winners. And congratulations again to the top 3 winners of the quiz session for today. Let's move forward.
Yep.
Okay, so as everyone can see over here on the screen, that Thinkcloudly, we have our own Thinkcloudly app. So if you wanted to install our application, it's available on the Android phones. So you can simply scan the QR code to download our app. It's by the name of Thinkcloudly. So you can download our app in your phone to get the following information.
Yep. So basically, what we observed that many of our students are learning from various places. They don't carry many times laptops, but they really want to watch their recordings. They really want to access the study materials and other things. And that is why Thinkcloudly have brought up this tool or this Android application, which is going to help you guys to watch your recordings, watch your videos, and learn the free courses also. There are few free courses over on top of this platform, which you can learn free or out zero cost, and learn from anywhere and everywhere. Okay, you can watch it in your offices, you can watch it at while traveling anywhere, and this has really helped many of our students in continuing their studies along with their job and works. So I would definitely request you guys also to take a look on it and scan the QR code and try it today.
Yes, everyone. You can scan the QR code to download our app. Until then, we'll move further with the next slide, please. Okay, so now it's the last part of our webinar. Here is the Q&A session. So everyone, if you have any sort of query or if you want to ask anything regarding our webinar or regarding Thinkcloudly or about our courses, if you have any sort of doubt, so you can simply ask us in the chat box. And if you want to know that where you can get the webinar recordings, so you can visit our YouTube handle, or it's by the name of Thinkcloudly. So so you can find the webinar recording within 2 or 3 working days of the webinar recording, and also you can visit our YouTube handle, and over there you can see our other webinars, our other videos, our beneficial videos where we help to provide a lot of knowledgeable information. You can see the other webinars, and also if you have any sort of doubt, so you can simply ask us in the chat box. And again, I would like to announce this thing that still, if anyone is interested in the webinar offer, then please provide us with the following information. Or if any parent is interested for the kid course for their kids, for their children, so they can provide us with the following information. And you can just give the following information: your country name, your following name, your course of interest, and your phone number on the chat box, so that our team can contact you and we can help you. And also, if any of your friend or any of your relative is interested for the Power BI course, or maybe for any other course, so you can provide us with the following information for there as well. So currently we're not having any Apple app. Currently it's working on Android. We'll soon come up with the iOS app for Thinkcloudly. We'll soon launch it.
Yes, our backend team is rigorously working on it, and hopefully in next 6 months we will be having our iOS and app also on Thinkcloudly. Okay, yeah.
So anyone, do you have any sort of doubt, any sort of questions, or maybe something that maybe it was left by us? So is there any question that we were not able to answer? So you can ask it again in the chat box so that we can answer it.
Yep. And even after the webinar session, you can always reach out to us on our Thinkcloudly website, www.thinkcloudly.com, as well as we have numbers and we have our team, mentors teams available 24/7. You can always reach out to us over the WhatsApp and the numbers.
All right, well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining today's webinar. I hope today's webinar was knowledgeable for you, and we have helped you for providing a lot of interesting facts, knowledgeable tips. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you very much. Thanks, Diksha, and thank you, team. Thanks for joining, and be in touch. Have a good day ahead.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.